I'm talking today to Demi Andrews. Demi is a UK wedding planner. Hi, Demi, how are you?
Hi, I'm very well, Joanne.
Demi, as a wedding planner, in what areas are you able to step in and help people?
I can help people with anything that they wish to have any help with. Everybody's very different. Their budgets are different. A lot of people are very creative themselves, and they also would like to, I offer packages where there are people that don't have the time or the know-how or creativity to plan, so that's where I can step in and help them. And I can also step back and let them do some of the creative work and help them in other areas where they're not confident with, or just be there on the day to see their wedding as they wish to have it, as they've envisioned it. So they can just have me as an on-the-day wedding coordinator, and they could do all their planning if they wish to do so up until that day.
What do you feel are the benefits of working with a wedding planner?
A wedding planner can be honest, and because they're not family members, I feel that they're comfortable to actually tell their clients, yes, this will work, no, this won't, or do you want to think about it? Do you want to do it a different way? It just gives somebody else, they're making a friend as well as having, it's not just a wedding planner that's going to take over. The wedding planner is there to make sure that they get what they want. It might not be something that I would like, but if the client likes it, it doesn't matter. It's what they want at the end of the day. So I will make that happen if that's how they want it done.
Are you able to help create the wedding of my dreams while still sticking to a budget?
Yes, you can. Although some people may feel that it's difficult to, what's the word? They'd have to cut back at some point, or have to realize that they would have to sacrifice something in order to get something else. Because obviously things do tally up, and you would have to give and take somewhere. And there is always a way, but obviously my job, knowing so many suppliers in the industry, that I could get people a better deal.
And is it possible to perhaps show somebody a similar idea to what they want, but in a slightly different way that's cheaper?
Yes, of course, of course. I mean, obviously fresh flowers, for example, can be very expensive. They are obviously beautiful, but if you wanted to go down a cheaper route, you could use artificial flowers, or you could go for something completely different and have feathers or, centerpieces in a vase with candle lights in it, or candelabras. So there are lots of other options to think about.
What do you think that every couple should know or consider when thinking about a destination wedding?
Every country is very different, and they all have rules, and people assume that getting married abroad, you can get married on the beach and you can have lots of, like a movie, but it's not like that. You have to look into that country, look into their rules for marriages, getting married on a beach, or, you'd have to be married under a canopy, or, you have to have a roof of some kind. So, that's why canopies are always placed on a beach or near a beach, but there are certain countries that do that. And also the time of year, the weather. Obviously when you say abroad, it's more than likely they want somewhere warm, and they just have to consider having a later in the afternoon kind of wedding, and obviously nothing too windy either.
When planning your wedding, it can sometimes be very overwhelming. Where do you think is the place to start?
First things first, you have to pick a date. Booking your registrar, as obviously it depends on their availability. and booking a place of worship on that date if they have that date, and obviously your venue. They all have to coincide and be available on that date. But obviously the date could change depending on the availability of the venue or the place of worship and the registrar, obviously.
What advice do you have for the bride for the actual day of the wedding?
To be yourself and to smile all day. The day will go by so quickly. Things are likely to not go to plan, which is not, you don't worry about that. This is your wedding day. You don't get upset. You don't cry. You don't worry about anything. That's why a wedding planner is there to do all that worrying for you and make sure that if anything does go not according to plan, that the wedding planner will put it right. And, you just enjoy your wedding day because it will go so quickly and you can get angry the next day.
Thank you, Demi. Thank you so much for talking to me today.
You're welcome. Thank you. It's been a pleasure.